What's up, Facebook land? Welcome to another edition of Jams and Cocktails. My very first co-hosting situation with another fellow musician. Woo. Mr. Zack Jones is in the house, literally in the house tonight to hang out and jam out and talk about some really cool upcoming events and all the things he's got going on and play some music for you guys. And have some cocktails as well. Yeah. What's up, Zach? How's it going, man?
Not much. I mean, it's going great. I've already screwed this up.
All of those things, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm just. It's going to be a busy season. I think that's season's here.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially for us, man. I feel like this year our season hasn't really calmed down. At least for me. Like, it's been balls to the wall all through the summer.
It was a little weird for me beginning of November because I got married and then got the flu the next day.
That's so right. I followed that whole adventure.
Yeah.
That was I was like, man, if this guy didn't have bad luck, he'd have no luck at all.
Yeah.
We talk about having a flu right after a wedding. Well, at least you got through the wedding.
Yeah, no, I got through it. It was a lot of Pedialyte and tequila. So
Pedialyte and tequila. I feel like that's like Sunday mornings for me.
Yeah.
On the regular. Let's take a peek. Just so you guys know, we are watching the chat room. So if you guys want to chime in and join the conversation. Mike Misk, what's up?
Hello,
Captain
Mike.
Mick Frisky. Appreciate you guys tuning in. So far. So we'll do things a little differently. This is the first time I've had another person hanging with me in a while. So it's not so self-serving.
Yeah.
Todd and Laura, thanks for liking the stream. Thanks for tuning in. So the music that you're listening to is actually the music of the Gravel Kings, which was founded by Zach and other band members.
Zach and Joey.
Yeah. This is actually the EP Lure, which you guys heard on the countdown. Mm-hmm. I'm going to resort to my notes here. So who was the main writer on this whole EP?
This one, I think this one was the first, like, I think this is the best collaboration of everybody. Me and Aaron worked on the lyrics a lot together. The chord structures. Joey just took it in a whole new direction with, we had the banjos throughout this whole EP.
I noticed that. I loved it.
But he wanted to bring in the guitar. Like, he just kind of showed up to practice one day and was like, I'm playing guitar now. Or like, all right, fuck it, let's do it.
Right? Yeah. Well, that's killer, man. Yeah, and this was a special EP because it was actually produced with James Wisner.
Yeah, yes, Wisner.
Wisner.
But he is very wise. So
clearly, yeah, definitely. From the record before this and into this EP, there was a giant leap in sonic quality, which is, I mean, evident. I mean, I imagine most artists kind of want that upward trend in quality of their recordings, but. Man, this guy is of Amy Winehouse and Dashboard Confessional fame.
Absolutely, yeah.
He's worked on their records. So, like, I read in in the bio of the record earlier today that he kind of pushed you guys pretty hard in the studio.
Yeah, he did. Kind of just. I don't think I had been pushed like that, and it wasn't even like in a mean way or anything. It was just I don't know. He just he said certain things that kind of just triggered new thoughts and ideas and perspectives on things. So he's a great producer to work with. I suggest if anybody can get him.
Yeah, that's awesome that you guys were able to lock him down.
Yeah, no, it was a highlight of my music career for sure. So.
No kidding. Well, I mean, it's evident. We'll definitely you're gonna be playing a couple of the tracks.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Live. What?
Yeah, are you gonna play on them?
Yeah, I'll diddle around a little bit.
Do the diddle.
It's so nice. I mean, it's nice to have another musician. Like, as I was telling you earlier tonight, the only other time I had any other musicians on the Jams and Cocktails show was when we were doing the broadcast for the Dirty River Jam.
Yeah.
And that was so cool because I had like 5 minutes to just chill.
Yeah.
Usually we're kind of balls to the wall and doing requests and all kinds of stuff, which, you know, hey guys, you're definitely still allowed to throw requests at us. But we are going to be doing some talking about some really cool stuff that Zach's got going on with Snorkel Corn Entertainment and with the Gravel Kings. Got a cool festival coming up in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's pretty new. Like that's a new festival.
Yeah.
Cool. I definitely want to know a little bit more about that. Let me take a look at the chat room and see what everybody's talking about.
They're just they're like, get this guy off. Get him off of here.
Tony Solomon, thanks for tuning in, man. Proud of you. Dan Baker, thanks for joining in. Coney, nice to see you. Pam, oh my gosh, Pam, are you all the way from, where are you? I know you're down in South America, and it's escaping me where you went. Ecuador? Maybe? Let me know if I'm wrong. But thanks for tuning in. I guess it's, yeah, it's about, wide. It's about summertime down there, I think, right? Jay, thanks for tuning in. All right, I think I covered most of everybody there. Okay. So, how's your week been so far? I know it's only Tuesday, but I feel like it's already Friday night.
It's been a long fucking week already.
No joke, man. I feel like they get longer as they go. I feel like I wake up on Monday and I've already worked an entire week.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of big events coming up, so it's just been preparation, and Preparation H. We're using a lot of that at all the shows.
Yeah,
for some reason.
You got to shrink and slide, man.
Yeah.
Nice. Since we're drinking Hop Life Crowlers.
Oh yeah, the Hop Life stuff. Yeah.
If you guys haven't been to Hop Life Brewing in Port St. Lucie, like they're amazing. They are a great scene for local music. Zach is a proponent of that with Wednesday night open mic nights.
Yes, we are down for the season. Not the season, but the holidays. So we'll be coming back with the open mic the second week of January.
Nice.
After everybody's had all their gifts and their food and their drinks.
Hopefully somebody got a new guitar and they want to go and show it off, you know?
Yep. And hopefully they're not terrible.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, open mics are really cool around here, man, because you see a lot of the same faces, ours included, playing music in spots all around town. So it's nice to see people that are kind of like weekend warriors or like hobbyists that are super talented, but they're just, you know, not out there trying to, you know, be somebody.
Yeah, for, you know, even the open mics around here, I've never really seen a shitty musician.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of talented people in this town, so it's rare that I've been like, ooh.
Right.
Usually I'm like, hey, who the fuck are you?
Where did you come from?
Where did you come from?
I'm going to have to make it disappear.
Yeah. Want to come work for me?
Yeah, really. Yeah, that's what you're saying. Snorkel Corn Entertainment, just to touch on that quickly, really, really cool thing that you got. And most of the booking agents around town here, like you guys collectively, it really did a solid for solo artists, you know, and I kind of feel bad for bands because when I was growing up here, it was a band town.
Yeah.
And you know, soloists were, you know, playing open mic nights, and that was their jam, you know, and now it's kind of made a whole new playing field for entertainment, solo wise and otherwise, duos and things like that, that didn't really get a, you know, it was funny, I guess, to kind of go not off topic, but on topic. I had lunch with my sister today, and we were talking about you, and she remembers you from the Exodus Coffee House days back in the day. She used to go up there and do open mics and jam out. And she's like, yeah, I know Zach. He's awesome. And I was like, from Exodus?
Oh, wow.
It was like
kind of where I got my start performing without yelling, because before that I was in kind of like a mathy punk band. I don't know what that means, but it was like Rage Against the Machine meets Little John.
Little John.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did yell "yeah" a lot in that band, but I started, I think it was like during the hurricanes or something, right around the time Exodus opened, the whole town's like shut down. I picked up a guitar, much like that one back there, and I was like, we'll see if I can. And I just started writing every song that I could.
That's awesome.
That sounded like Death Cab, so I was just like, all right, we'll go with this. This will be my new thing, and that's where I kind of started getting my balls to go up on stage and sing instead of just yell and flick people off.
You know, I feel like that's it's kind of a rite of passage for a lot of entertainers. Even like Jason Newsted from Metallica. You know, he went on to do the Chop House band, and
I actually got to meet him recently.
No kidding.
Yeah,
cool guy, man.
He was trying to help out with a benefit down at the Coral Sky Amphitheater. And I got brought on to come in and do stage management, and that whole thing kind of fell through, but I got to hang out with him for a couple hours, and
that's killer.
Super cool, and I think I've got his email address. I'm just waiting for the right record.
Right, of course.
And then I'm like, yo, check this out, bro.
Listen, that's like that one shot, you know. Do not lose your chance.
Yeah. It's just going to be all Metallica covers.
But like really bad ones.
Yeah, horrible ones. I'm going to do my worst.
Yeah, he's great, man, and that band is awesome. If you guys haven't checked it out, Jason Newsted, the Chop House Band, they're very, very good. Let's see, what are you guys talking about? Camille, ahoy, ahoy.
Hi, Camille.
Who else is joining in here? So, while we're talking, how are you guys doing out there tonight? I kind of have like 5 different screens around here, so
there's a lot of screens.
Yeah, I'm kind of like breaking my neck.
Thing to look at.
I know. I feel like I should have put this one over there because I'm not even looking at this one. I might actually do that.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I'm over there checking when you're talking to me.
See, I never look at the comments on anything.
Oh. You know, I used to never be a comment looker, and then I worked for cruise ships.
Oh, okay.
And then you realize
is that a job that makes you
live and die by the comments.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Not really, but sometimes it's amazing how you can like have one really good cruise where people are like, "Oh my god, the most amazing show I've ever seen." And then the very next cruise, it's like the worst thing that's ever been on a stage. Yeah, if you musicians out there, if you ever want to just have your entire soul sucked out musically wise,
go play a cruise.
Go work on a cruise ship for 6 months. Tell me all about it.
We got asked to do it for a weekend, and we didn't go. And I don't know. We already had our soul sucked out of us, I think, when they asked us. So I think it was probably a good idea that we didn't go because I don't think anything else could have been sucked out of us.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for a weekend, that's a whole different bag, man.
Yeah. You did it for 6 months?
6 months and then 2 months off and then another 6 months and then 2 months off, and I did it for years.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that about you.
Yeah, man. I did it.
I didn't prepare for this.
I
didn't read your bio.
You didn't read my dossier?
No, I didn't.
I sent it over. No. Yeah, man. I did it for years before I actually, I grew up around here. And then I moved away and chased girls and lived in Orlando for a while, which was a whole other beast. And when I was done with Orlando, I had an agent up there that was like, "Do you ever consider doing cruise ships?" And I was like, "No, like I have my shitty truck, and I have like my girlfriend that lives 1,000 miles away, and I have all these things that I thought I needed in my life, which was not the case." So like I got mad one day, and I went and I wrote him an email. And I said, "What do you need from me?" And he's like, "I need this video." So I went into a spare room in my house and like up against a white wall, and I just played a bunch of songs and then spliced them together real quick and sent it to him. And then 2 weeks later, I was on my first cruise.
Hell yeah!
And I did 1 week, and then I was hooked, and I was like, "Yeah, let's do this again." And then the next one was 4 months long, and that was a challenge.
Yeah.
But then you get that 2 months off, you blow through all that cruise ship money, and you're like, all right.
See you guys in a couple
yeah,
weeks.
let me get that next contract because I'm out of money. But yeah, I did it for a long time, and it was great. Don't get me wrong. Like musicians, if you are looking for a change and you want to see the world and get paid for it, and drink cheap booze and meet beautiful women and just great people generally, and really culture yourself worldwide, it's actually a great opportunity.
I feel like I'd get seasick.
Yeah, that's what we called getting drunk. Oh, I'm gonna get seasick tonight.
Yeah. No, I feel like I'd get really. I don't know. I've never been on a cruise ship. I've only been on like boats, like little fishing boats.
Oh yeah, cruise ship's a different game, man.
But I had some really shitty experiences when I was a little kid on a little boat in the ocean. So I'm just kind of like, it's almost like Truman Show.
Okay, yeah.
Like I'm just like, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, little boats are tough, man, because you get all the you feel every single way. Cruise ships, the bigger you go, the less you feel. I only did like mid-sized ships when I was doing it, so like to me they're the most fun because they're big enough.
Only 10 people fell over on those.
Only, yeah. I feel like that is a new trend because I worked for almost 5 years on ships and I didn't see one person fall overboard.
Well, was this before people were like filming everything with cell phones?
Yes.
Because I feel like everybody thinks everything is a new trend.
So yeah,
a lot of things have been happening forever, but now it's all on film.
Yeah. When I was on ships, I still had a BlackBerry.
Oh,
so,
shit. I never had one of those.
Yeah.
I made fun of my friend for having one.
It was, and
now look at all of us.
I fought to the death about giving it up, and I finally gave it up for an iPhone, and then that was my last iPhone. It was an iPhone 4, and that was my last iPhone, and I've been Galaxy ever since.
Oh, so you're not a Mac person at all?
Not at all.
I am 100% a Mac person.
Yeah.
Everything is Mac, except the stuff we just got in the house. We have like the house is turning into Alexa house.
Okay.
But we got one of those Fire tablets.
Okay. Oh yeah, the Kindle Fire.
Piece of shit. That thing is dumb.
Yeah.
So am I allowed to curse on this thing?
Oh yeah, man.
Oh,
I mean,
okay. Yeah.
kids, hold your ears.
I didn't know what if you
come on, man. This is PG.
Kids shouldn't even have Facebook. My grandma just got an iPhone.
Oh, for the first time?
For the first time
First
ever.
smartphone ever?
First smartphone ever.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I sent her actually, let me just read the text.
Oh, perfect.
This is hysterical.
Perfect.
Shout out to you, Grandma. I mean, you won't see this because you refuse to get a Facebook. But it was pretty funny. I said, "Hey, Grandma, it's Zach. Aunt Sandy gave me your number. Let me know if you got this," with a little heart. She sends me, where's the camera?
Right there.
Well, I'll let you see it first.
Oh, that is excellent photography.
She accidentally sends me this picture, which is pretty much nothing.
It's definitely a finger over the lens.
Yeah, and then
to be fair, I actually still do that sometimes.
Yeah.
My finger shouldn't be anywhere near the lens on the Galaxy, but it gets there.
But she replied to me and then mentioned how she's just gonna wait for my uncle to come over to like continue this conversation any further because she doesn't know if she's doing it right now. So, you're doing a great job, and then no response. Oh, there she is.
No kidding.
No.
I was gonna say, man, that's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah, it's a Christmas miracle. So phones.
Camille says, "It's jams and cocktails. Let the cussing begin."
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys. I mean, I don't normally have anybody to talk to except for you guys in the chats. So like, I never get to like fully experience my sailor's mouth. But
I curse like a sailor. I thought it would like affect me professionally, but no one gives a fuck.
I think you're in the right profession.
Yeah.
You know, maybe if you would have gone to like, you know, the Catholic priest school or whatever they call that, or you know, elementary school teacher route, it might have been a little bit of a different experience.
When I meet a new client, I just kind of wait for them to say the F word first,
and then it's fair game.
And after that, I'm just like, I kind of loosen the time, like, what the fuck are you doing? But yeah, I try not to do it until that.
I basically deal with pirates, and not even basically, sometimes literally deal with pirates on the daily. So, like, sometimes I'll meet somebody at a gig and we're just kind of talking and it's like a family with like, you know, a little kid kind of like in the background, and I'll just drop F-bombs and then I cover my mouth immediately and I'm like, I'm so sorry. And they're like, fuck that.
Yeah, no, the parents.
They've heard worse at home.
Yeah, the parents these days are just always like, oh, he's used to it.
Right?
Wait,
it's like,
what?
yeah, no, I have every intention of sheltering my kid from foul language. I feel like I'm going to be a whole different person when I have children.
Nah.
Like, I might be like straight Mr. Rogers. Sweater and all.
You change your shoes every day.
Yeah.
Right when you get home out.
Won't you be my neighbor?
I'm home now. I guess I should put on different shoes.
Well, you got to have your house shoes,
Yeah.
man. They never leave the house, though. All right, you guys. You guys want to hear some music?
Yeah, I guess we could do something.
Yeah, let's have a little jammy jam.
All right.
All right, we're gonna since the radio stopped, that EP's not long enough, man. You guys got to get back in there and do some more music.
It's not long enough.
All right, we're gonna plug these guitars in.
Which is weird because it is called an extended play, and I never got that.
You know, it's so funny. I did a live record with me and my bass player, just to have something that was a little bit more on par with what we're doing live. You know, because like I have studio records that I sell at gigs, but like it doesn't really represent what I'm doing, A, as a one-man band, or B, as a duo. So I wanted to like put something together, but it's only like 8 tracks long, maybe it's like maybe 7 or 8.
Mm-hmm.
But the distributor was like, well, it can't be classified as an EP. It's too many tracks. I'm like, but it's not an album. Like, come on. I don't want to like psych people out for something that it isn't. But let's see. Bird Zimmerman, thanks for joining, man. Where are you at these days? Are you in town or are you still up north? Because the weather down here is really cold, and I feel like you might have brought it with you.
Uh-oh.
Oh, now it's my turn.
Yeah, now it's your turn to change the cable. I said hip hop, hip it to the Hop Life Brewery.
Oh, there it is. This guitar. This guitar actually belongs to my girlfriend Jordan's dad, who lives in California. And sometimes he tunes in. And I think he just tunes in just to see this guitar. And be like, that guitar. How's my guitar sounding? All right, you guys. I'm gonna let Zach pick the song, and I'm just gonna doodle along. So I'll have my eye on the chat. So chime in and talk to us, and we'll answer any questions or maybe get any requests going for you that you'd like. April, thanks for joining.
Thanks for joining, April.
We'll see you guys on the flip side of this song.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna
just wing it, man.
Spoke too soon and you let it out. You got a broken heart and you don't know how. You got it figured out, but you don't have a plan. I'm telling you, you could understand. Feel it, just believe it. Need to see the American skies. They've been right above you. Yeah, you've been looking down. out to the country, moving down by the pier. Nothing fixes this goddamn year, except there's truth in a flower in your hair. I'm telling you, you could understand. Feel love, just believe it. Need to see the American skies. They've been right above you. Yeah, you've been looking down. And in this moment we've become fire in the sun. The colorful compassion that you fear, comprised of all our rights, composed within the night, waiting for ghosts to disappear. It's all you, buddy. Feel it, just believe it. You need to see the American skies. They've been right above you. Yeah, you've been looking down. All right.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
thank
right,
you so
Zach.
much. Appreciate it. That was the warm up.
Nice. I like it. What's the name of that tune?
That's actually we recorded that right after Lure as a single. We did a compilation with Taking Back Sunday and a couple other bands.
Nice.
Yeah, and we went back to Wisner for it, so it was like the full experience.
No joke.
It started off as an acoustic song, and then kind of decided on the drive up, well, let's put the full band in at the end, and then it was cool. But it's called American Skies, and it's on Spotify if you really need to find it.
Yeah, well, I must have missed it. American Skies. I'll have to look
It's
at.
like hidden in there. I hate how they do that. Like,
Yeah, well, it's like sometimes if you release a single, it doesn't like get lumped in with your band, or if you distribute with a different company,
yeah,
it like gets put in somewhere else. So you like have the Gravel Kings, and then you'll have the Gravel Kings over here. Recently, I saw that with Summer Gill's release. Her current release isn't linked in with her other releases, so like you have to find her in a separate spot on Spotify.
that sucks.
But I know.
That's kind of what happened with Lure. Is we put it out and we're like, people are just still listening to the old shit.
Yeah, where is it?
Yeah, no one got it. Now I think Spotify has a thing where I guess if you do it the right way, they announce if you're already following a band on them. But it sucks that that's the only thing. It just, if you want to get the word out, you really got to pay for it these days.
Yeah.
I guess that's what record labels are for.
I mean,
AKA banks.
it's like a double-edged sword, you know, because if you have to, I mean, in my opinion, it's like you kind of have to invest in yourself, because otherwise anybody can just release records, and Lord knows I shouldn't be releasing too many records. But yeah, you know, so you pay the money and you get it out there, but it's a much easier way to get music out than it was back in the day. You know,
way easier.
Camille. TCNightlife.com says, how about some bourgeois blues?
Oh, I'm going to need a capo for that one, and I did not bring one. Oh,
Boom.
shit.
All right. That's for you, Todd.
Thanks, Todd, for making me fucking play this song again. It's funny, like...
Camille was also made a comment. She said she's trying to figure out who you sound like. So has anybody told you that you sounded like somebody specific?
I've gotten so many. So the first one I ever got was Ben Gibbard, and I'm like, hey, that's really cool. But last week I got Hootie and the Blowfish. So
Hootie and the Blowfish.
I was like, all right.
I mean, were you playing Hootie and the Blowfish at the time? No.
Nope.
I get my biggest one that I get, and it's universal. Anybody who knows who Cat Stevens is, comes and says, "You know who you sound like?" And I'm just like, "Cat Stevens," and they're like, oh, "Yeah." It's been happening since I've been playing music.
I don't think you sound like him.
Oh well, I'm gonna have to throw a Cat Stevens one at you in a minute.
I guess so. I mean, maybe I never just put it together, but. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
I'm going to blow your mind. All right, we're going to do bourgeois blues.
Oh, shit. Okay, let me just hit this non-cigarette.
I'll never tell.
Yeah.
What key are you in? G.
Yeah, I was going to
Solid.
I was going to say it. I had some shit in my mouth. All right.
It's one of my favorite keys, by the way.
This has got a lot of jamming parts, so if I'm not singing, it's all you, man.
I love to jam.
It's the same chords the whole way through, so if you want to learn this one at home, guys.
This is a play along. So get your guitars out. We're starting in G.
Yeah. All right.
Camille says Dave Matthews. You ever get Dave Matthews?
Yeah, I've gotten that once or twice. I can't think of any other ones that. It also depends on what I look like that week. Like if I have a beard,
sure. People are like, like it really influences. Seeing is believing, man.
Yeah, no, it's a thing. Like if people think you look like that person, they're just gonna be like, you sound like them, and it's like that's not a thing.
Apparently, it is.
Like people used to say Gravel King sounded like Lumineers or Mumford and Sons, and I'm like, no, we don't.
No, it's entirely different.
Yeah, you just see the banjo and you think, "Oh, that's what's on the radio."
Right. I mean, I could see the vein. I could see the vein that people want to lump you in. That's a kind of a music thing. It's okay. Like people want you to be in a genre so that they can like keep their things in order, you know.
At the same time, it was a bandwagon, and at the time we jumped on it because we were writing music. Like the whole idea was like, all right, cool. We got you're playing the banjo now, Joey. Cool. I haven't seen you in like 3 years. So,
right.
And so we started writing banjo songs, and then like the next week, Mumford and Sons blew up, and we're like, oh shit, maybe we should just keep going and see what happens.
Yeah, really. All right, Todd. The wait is over. We're gonna do bourgeois blues for you.
Bourgeois blues.
Out all night with friends and faces tell me I'm capable of going places. I'm still here, the same old bar, trucking on, the same old heart. Oh mother, please drink me to sleep. I can close my eyes and dream of better dreams, like the day we part ways. I could say goodbye to suffocating town, all its ugly hours. I'll say goodbye. at the turning of the light. Stuck in dancing and I'm capping off the night with a bottle of envy, the same old slurs. Back to the mansion, dodging those curves. When we wake, it's time for some change. Heading out to Dallas so we can see the place where a man was shot. The front of his head struck him along. Same old face. I'll say goodbye to my friends at the turn of the light. Stuck in the dancing and I'm capping off the night with a bottle of envy, the same old source. Back to the mansion, down in those curves.
Yeah, man. That was good. I think it was the first one I listened to this morning.
Yeah.
When I dropped it on, I was like, Bourgeois? Does that, now, as a local, does that have anything to do with the Bourgeois Saloon in Fort Pierce?
Oh, 100%. We filmed the music video there. And
No.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Oh,
and then
man.
That's where I wrote all my, I lived walking distance from the Bourgeois the entire beginning of Gravel King, so I would go there on Monday evenings because there was no one there. And
Yeah.
I would just sit in the corner. I would chat with Eric.
Oh, my God,
And,
yeah.
I would write all my lyrics there.
No kidding.
Yeah. And then I wrote that one there. And then I got up the next morning. I didn't even have a melody or anything for it. I just said a bunch of shit on a notepad. And then I saw those 4 chords when I woke up and boom.
And that was it.
And that's the only song anybody won't shut the fuck up about. So,
you know, I mean, it seems like an incredibly genuine piece of art. So, like,
no, I
that
think
resonates with people, you know, like
That was-
when you do something from your heart like that.
it really was from the heart because
You
it
know,
wasn't.
and it doesn't
planned
just
to
because
be
it's from the heart doesn't mean it's
Yeah.
always like glitter and rainbows, you know.
Yeah, yeah. No, it was about the struggle of being a musician in a small town and trying to get the fuck out of here, but also appreciating the parties that happen around here
Yeah.
because I'm sorry, no one parties like Fort Pierce parties.
No joke. No joke. I talked to Johnny Depp about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Man, yeah,
Actually,
that's a great
funny
tune.
you should say that. I've got a story about him.
Oh no. I feel like that sentence has been said by more people in this town.
No, it was okay. So I'm texting him about something. I don't even remember what it was, and I think he had gotten into a fight with whoever he was riding home with that night.
Oh no.
Just like a verbal argument, not
Sure.
like a fist fight.
Right.
And then he texts me and he's like, "Hey man, I'm at this fucking, I don't know what bar this is," and I think it was like what's the hotel in Fort Pierce on US 1 that's got a bar attached to it?
Oh
Like
man.
the inn, not the inn. It's more south. There's like a big hotel attached to it. It's not the Inlet. It's like out on US 1, but closer to like Port St. Lucie. whatever.
Is it the Midway Bar and Grill
yeah,
now?
that's exactly
Yeah.
where I picked him up. And he was
Okay.
just like, I need a ride. I don't know what the... And I was just like, shit. And I don't think he had his wallet or anything on him. And I was like...
It's like, bro, you're attached to a hotel.
Yeah.
Put yourself up for the night.
Yeah, no, he had nothing on him. So I picked him up and we went back to the... I was at the Bourgeois.
So you had to go and do like
Yeah.
a rescue mission.
Yeah, so I picked him up and then I brought him back to the Bourgeois, and then I was living 2 blocks away at the time, so
Oh man.
we went back to the house and kept drinking, and I don't really remember much out of it. I remember getting completely messed up with him, and then I gave him a ride back to Vero Beach the next day.
Oh my god. You know, like living that kind of walking distance to a place like the Bourgeois.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know, any of you out of towners, think of the holiest hole in the wall bar you've ever been in your life, and then times that by 2, and minus actual light.
Yeah. There's no windows.
And I always equate the Bourgeois to like a train car, because it's about the width of one.
Yeah.
And you get in there, and I just feel like you're in a train car. You know, like if it took off down the railroad tracks, I would never be surprised.
It smells horrible, which is great.
Right? Yeah.
And then they pour heavy, which is awesome. And yeah, there's no windows. It's behind a liquor store.
Yeah,
And
it's like attached to a package store.
it's the true like Star Wars cantina of this Tri-County area, I think.
Yeah,
There's some characters.
I'll tell you, man. It was the second bar I drank in on a fake ID when I was 16 years old. The first bar was Harper's in Jensen Beach, which is now the Goose Pub. But that was the first one, and it was like 3:00 in the afternoon, and I tried it, and my fake ID was just a piece of printed paper, like photo paper, and I like photoshopped an ID together, and just
creative.
printed it out and shoved it in the little space in your wallet.
Yeah, yeah.
So like, you know, back then the IDs were just white.
Yeah.
You know, with a reflective film over it. So, you know, like they weren't looking that hard, especially at Harper's. And then the Bouge, it was so dark, I don't even think she looked at it right.
Yeah, no, it's
But I think the same bartender is still there. I can't remember her name off.
probably Donna Gale.
It is Donna Gale.
Yeah.
It is Donna Gale. You're absolutely right. I was just talking about her with somebody, and yeah, she's an absolute staple.
Yeah, she is. They all are. They all are.
Oh, what are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about in this chat room without me? David, thanks for joining us, man. Feel free to chime in with any bourgeois stories y'all might have. They never get old. All right, I'm going to do a little Cat Stevens and see
Yeah.
what you think.
I might play along with this.
All right. A minor.
A minor. All right. This is gonna be bad. No, I'm just joking.
Well,
for my parts, it's not. Gonna be good.
Get out.
La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Now that I lost everything to you, see you wanna start something new, and it's breaking my heart, surely. Baby, I'm grieving. Oh, if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you have a lot of nice things to wear. There's a lot of nice things turned out there. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. You know I've seen a lot of what the world can do, and it's breaking my heart in two. 'Cause I never wanna see you sad, girl. Don't be a bad girl. Or if you wanna leave, take good care. You make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of bad and beware. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. always remember you like a child, girl. Love you. Oh, if you wanna leave, take good care. Hope you make a lot of nice friends out there. Just remember there's a lot of pride and beware. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild but it's hard to get by just upon a smile. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. It's hard to get by just upon a smile. And ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. I'll always remember you like a child, girl. Nice. An acceptable use of a shot glass in this particular moment.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Okay, you do sound like Steven's a little bit. Yeah.
I tell you, dude, it's the one. It's the one person I get equated to on the regular, and I'm not mad about it, man. Like Kat is super unique, so like it's not like, oh, you sound like Dave, man, or it's like, oh, you sound like, you know, enter generic artist here, you know, or Garth Brooks or whatever, you know, any country singer. Oh, you sound just like Garth Brooks.
Someone told me, this is something that I remembered. You went to Northport.
I did.
What year did you go to Northport?
Oh man, I think I went to Northport in '97 and '98.
Okay, because I went to Northport in 2000, 2001.
Oh my God, you're just a little baby.
Yeah, I am.
You're just a little baby.
But somebody had said that people called you Garth Brooks all the time.
Yeah, man, because at Northport I used to go to school almost every day in cowboy boots and a cowboy hat.
Okay.
And hats at Northport were banned. Like, you weren't allowed to wear hats, but they let me wear my hat.
That place is a fucking prison.
It isn't now, because it was the Wild West when I was there.
Yeah, when I was there, okay, so you had to tuck in your shirt. So I showed up the first day of school, and I had a Tony Hawk Pro Skater t-shirt on, and it was tucked into my sweet cargo khaki shorts.
It's very cute, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very stylish.
Yeah, but I had a nice button up over it, and my mom's like, this is perfectly acceptable for a student.
Yeah,
Send me to
Disney
school.
Channel, those kids are still wearing that exact outfit on Disney Channel right now.
Dean grabbed me by my shirt and pulled me as I was walking to a class. Like, yanked me. And I was just like, what the hell is your problem? This is my first year in Port St. Lucie going to school ever.
Yeah,
I just
mind
moved
you,
here. I was
like kids these days will never understand the struggle, because like back then these deans
school. Nothing but bad. Luckily, I only went there for 1 year, and then I went to Central for my remaining school years.
That's funny, man. Yeah, I came up from Bear Lakes Middle School in West Palm Beach, like midway through my 6th grade year.
I was at Crestwood in Palm Beach.
No kidding.
Holy
oh
shit.
my God, rivals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like yeah, so I finished my 6th grade year there and did 7th and 8th. And 2001.
Oh man.
Oh Lord. I feel like I graduated in 2002, so maybe my years are off.
Yeah, if you graduated in 2000, I graduated in 05.
So you're just a couple years behind me.
Yeah, just a couple years.
Yeah. I was supposed to be fair, I was supposed to graduate in 2003, And I got through my junior year, and I was like, this sucks. So I went to IRCC and did adult high school.
I did the same thing. I still like stayed at Central. They had a program where like you can just work through your like basically that you cannot be bothered.
Oh
If
yeah.
you wanted it was like the performance based, so they're like, this is basically for people who want to get the fuck out of here but still want to get a diploma on
Right.
time. So I finished 6 months early. I was like, yeah, good. I hate all of you, so I want to get the fuck out of here. And my mom will kill me if I don't graduate. So.
Well, that's the Centennial, because I went to Centennial, excuse me, and they had like this crazy this crazy expectations, and they're still trying to prove themselves. So like it was it required like 4 more credits than any other school in the state at the time. And they didn't have anything like that. But IRCC did, or IRSC now, but IRCC did. Oh, Camille says, stop, I'm in the class in 1990. I'll never tell. I was definitely still shitting my pants, for sure.
Yeah.
So I was like, they wanted to put me in all these PE classes because I did like honors classes in middle school and all that. Like I had more credits than I needed. So I went to IRCC and graduated in 2 months. So I was supposed to graduate 2003, graduated in 2002, and got a full scholarship
nice.
to IRCC at the time that I pissed away because I'm a stupid kid.
Everybody's so dumb after high school.
God, I was.
But it's because they were just like, I've been in school, I've been doing something that I don't want to do.
Right, that I've had to do.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do. And no one gave me any freedom of choice. So you get done with high school, and then you're like, I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I was stupid till up about like 4 years ago.
I went to
I don't think it stopped after high school.
I moved to Buffalo.
Oh, just stop right there.
Yeah, right.
Worst
after
mistake
high
of your
school,
life.
Yeah. I was just like, well, I want to go experience something different, and I really think I'm gonna like the cold. And I actually did for a hot minute, a cold minute.
Yeah, one cold minute.
And then, I ended up moving back. But I went up there, and I was just like, I got into film for a little bit, and I ended up going to ITT Tech.
Yeah.
It was the stupidest decision I've ever. I got there.
ITT Tech's good if you know exactly what you want to do with the rest of your life.
Yeah.
If you have no other idea.
Just be in debt and not do anything.
Yeah, exactly. Perfect.
I'm sure some people have gotten some really good jobs at it, but I was like, this
my
is
stepdad went to ITT
so
Tech,
stupid.
man, and he made a great killing. And
I dropped out. I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, just everybody in all my classes were really like, it was almost like being back in high school, but with everybody that was nerdier than me.
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh no,
none of these people have girlfriends.
Yeah, no, they're busy. They're at ITT Tech.
No one here knows how to drink or anything. Like, this sucks.
This isn't what I expected from college.
Because I certainly wasn't the popular kid in high school, but I wasn't that sucky.
Right. Well, I don't even remember high school, to be honest with you. Middle school, I had a great time. I loved Northport. All my teachers, the deans, even probably the one that like beat your ass. I had a great time. High school, hated it. Don't remember any. All I wanted to do was work. All I wanted to do, I played in a full time in a country line dance band.
That's amazing.
Brad Brock and the Renegades. Actually, my hat's
what
up there.
What the hell?
Funny story. I don't know if you guys could see that, but that hat.
I don't think they can.
I was playing at Johnny Longboats down in Riviera Beach maybe a couple of months ago, and some guy walked straight up to me and said, "I have something for you." And I was like, mid song, and I was like, "All right." So he comes back 5 minutes later, like I say 5 minutes. It was probably 30 minutes later. He comes back and he has that hat on his head. Now that hat is probably 25 years old.
Wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, like and it's in such great. It turns out he knew the guy who was my bass player in the band at the time, and he also owns like an embroidery company. He's the bass player of the band Rough Shot, country band, and he made all our like swag and everything back in the day. Like that's one of it's in great condition. It was just up in his attic. Like he said, he put it in a bag and put it in the attic, and he saw my banner at the gig.
Holy
and he went home and grabbed it like right around the corner.
That's
so
amazing.
I was like, that is super cool. And Sean Gillette, does that name ring a bell?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So Sean, when I was going to college at IRCC, we were there together at the same time, and he stopped me in like the little foyer, and he was like, "Wait," and he like dipped and came back wearing my Brad Brock and the Renegades T-shirt.
He would do that,
right? And it like so. And when I tell you that maybe after the stream I'll show you the photo. He's actually got a photo on his Facebook of him wearing it like back in the day, like throwback. But it's like this like desert scene with a little cactus with a guitar leaning up and a cowboy hat draped on it. Like so
Sean's
perfect.
so cool.
Yeah. He said he found it at Goodwill.
Of course he did.
He said, but don't feel bad because it was more expensive than the Michael Bolton shirt. Dead. Completely dead. No, Sean's great. He actually, I don't think he popped in yet, but he didn't.
Is that Al Beltran?
It is Al Beltran.
Wow. I'm doing his thing tomorrow.
What's going on tomorrow?
He does a little video thing. I think he just kind of just does it live on a cell phone.
Oh, no joke.
Yeah.
Look at you. You're getting around on the internet.
It's fucking press week, bro.
It's press week. That's what it is.
Got a lot of shit coming up.
No joke.
I got to get out there and talk about some stuff.
No kidding. Well, Al, you just liked it. Thanks for tuning in, Al. What's up,
Al?
Man? Speaking of, let's talk about some of the stuff you got going on. I know immediately happening in just a couple of weeks, we got a very Snorkel Christmas.
A very Snorkel Christmas, the third one.
This is the third year at the Blue Door in downtown Stewart, which is a great little spot. You know, last year I had a date booked with you there, and it got rained out or something happened, and they canceled it. It was the only time I ever had a date there and ever had since.
Oh, bummer.
And I was just like, okay, but
you need to say this stuff to me.
I know. I try not to like saturate myself in a lot of the same spots, and like Sneaky Tiki, that's like my homeboy is there, so I try not to like step on their toes too much, but it's a great spot, and that's happening. I have it written down on my cue
December
card.
17th. That's a very cool cue card.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
I'm very authentic here.
Yeah, this is great. This is pro shit right here.
Yeah, man, come on.
I don't think Al Beltran has cards.
Yeah,
like
I'd like
that.
to thank my sponsor,
I
Rockstar
expect-
Energy Drink.
That shit'll kill you. Oh,
I
can't
just-
even point to it.
I
That
just-
shit will kill you. Don't drink that.
I put that up there so that you didn't see my ugly mug twice in the same shot.
Oh, that's a good, because that's a mirror behind us. That makes sense. All right.
So yeah, that is coming up Tuesday, December 17th.
Yeah.
We're kicking it off at 7:00 on that Tuesday. So you guys have time to get out of work and make yourselves pretty and bundle up.
Absolutely.
Hopefully it's still cold by then. I don't know.
It's probably gonna be.
Last year it was pretty cold around that time.
It was very cold. I always do the Tuesday before Christmas, no matter what, unless it's the Christmas Eve. Or
Right,
something.
yeah.
If it's like that close, I'll do it the week before. But
Listen, guys, I
Yeah.
need you on deck here.
Yeah.
Christmas Eve or not.
Yeah, not good. I would never do that to anybody.
So if I missed it the first 2 years, but it was actually Victoria Lee, who's going to be on the show next week.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
she
that's
was
right. She was. Yeah.
She was booked with me on that date, and she hit me up. She's like, "Listen, we're gonna have to switch that date around."
Is that what she sounded like?
Sounded just like that. She sounded just like that.
I like
Listen, my name's Victoria, and we're gonna have to switch that. We're gonna have to switch that date around.
She does not sound like that at all.
No, Victoria's awesome, and I'm really happy to get her on here. And we'll have a week to talk about because we just moved it back a week. So
I
we're.
got your change falling into my crotch. Sorry.
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
we could all use a little change.
If this
That's for being here.
I feel like I had to point it out because I was just like doing this in front of the camera.
It's not
Like,
that kind of cam show.
It's also like I'm used to doing like a audio podcast.
Oh, the
thing.
podcast, yeah.
So I'm like, there's no cameras on me. I can just pick up this change that's sitting under my stuff.
Yeah, you know.
All right.
You
Anyway.
got to adjust. We're dudes.
Snorkel corn, Christmas.
Yeah, she was the one that brought it to my
Blue
attention that it was happening, so we switched the date.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, and then moments later you reached out and you were like, Snorkel corn Christmas this year?
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I already penciled it in on the calendar.
Awesome.
So yeah, you let me know and it's good.
I can't wait for that.
So yeah, guys, that's Tuesday, December 17th at the Blue Door in downtown Stewart.
Yes.
There's a ton of artists, like 16 artists.
Yeah.
Local artists. We're all going to get to play a little set, and it's I love doing these events. There's another one I want to talk to you about too, because it's really an opportunity for us as artists to get to hang out with each other, because we're always working constantly. So like unless we have like a time like this, or like
it's like the company Christmas party.
It is like the company Christmas party. It's awesome.
And I do it on a Tuesday, so no one's playing on Tuesday.
Yeah,
It's very. I mean, Abby is every year.
Yeah.
I remember like the past couple years, like she I think the first year she played, last year she showed up and she was just like, I mean, it's late.
It's late.
She's just gotten off a 3 or 4 hour gig, and she does every Tuesday somewhere for like the past couple of years, so she was just like,
Right.
Like,
I'm
right.
here. I made an appearance.
Yeah.
Like I feel her, man. Sometimes you do those gigs and I'm just like, and like I feel bad for my friends, because like sometimes I'll do a gig and like midway through the gig I'm like, what are you guys doing after this? Like, let's go grab a beer. Let's go hang out.
And they're just like, no, we've been drinking.
Oh no, yeah, they're ready to roll.
Oh shit, okay.
And then I get done with the gig and like I tear down all my stuff, because like I don't roll in with just a guitar.
Yeah.
I gotta have I bring the whole circus with me.
Yeah.
So like I get done packing that shit in the van and I'm like, I just want to go to Miller's Ale House and drink a double and eat some zingers and go to bed.
See, I built a bar on my patio.
That's the way to do it.
So I was like,
oh yeah, I remember seeing photos.
Yeah, I was just like, okay, so let me think about this. I'm gonna get done with a gig, and then go to another bar, and I'm just like,
and spend the money I just made.
I'll go home. I'm pretty sure there's a girl at that bar.
Yeah.
I mean, pick her up, take her
home.
Which is right behind me.
Very, very calculated, man.
Yeah,
that's good work.
And she might be loyal.
She might be.
And trustworthy.
Yeah.
She might be my wife.
Yeah, she might be your wife. You definitely invested enough time and energy and money into that. So
I know what I like, and I was just like, well, let me just create this atmosphere every night in the comfort of my own home.
That's
a nice dive tiki bar.
God.
With
goals.
A guaranteed girl to show up for the rest of
goal. Jordan, do you hear this? We need to build a tiki bar.
Yes.
I'll
help you.
Like I put together like a little bar on the counter. It's the Pirates bar. But it's not quite the tiki bar.
Honestly, it wasn't that much.
Yeah.
It was really cheap.
Yeah, more effort than cost.
Yeah, way more effort than cost. I think I like all together maybe like put like an entire 2 weeks. Like
I remember following it on Facebook.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh my god, that is a challenge.
So like if I had a gig that night, I was just like not working on the bar today.
Yeah.
I'll go out there and sit and look at it though.
Right. Almost there.
Yeah.
Cool, man. That is very Snorkel. I can check that off of my fancy little cue card.
Yeah.
Which brings me to the Snorkel Corn Summer Classic 2020.
Yeah.
I know it's a little far off, but do you have a date?
Yeah, I just put it in my calendar, but I can't remember it. And
That's
I haven't actually run it by the Sailfish crew yet, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be at Sailfish again.
How did that? Because I wasn't able to make it to that one again. But I think I was like really out of town for that gig. Like I don't think I was in the state for that. I remember like I might have been on a cruise, to be honest with you.
You and your fucking cruise.
I know. I think now thinking back, like I think I was on the cruise. See, Al just says, I'm going to make a cue card.
You better make a card.
Yeah, man, you got to step it up, Al. I don't want to have to say, but I know a guy who makes them. So,
Al's the type of guy
you
who's
send
like
me your logo and I'll send you cue cards.
Al's the type of guy who's like going to cancel everything he's got going on tonight. Sorry, guys. I got to make
cue cards.
And people are going to be like, what?
Well, cool. So, do you remember the month that you set up Summer Classic?
The first year we did it was on the rooftop in Fort Pierce in August, which was the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Oh, I had a great time, dude. I know people
were
were like,
from go to ITT Tech.
Yeah. Well, you had to like, you got to keep your merits up somehow.
Yeah. And,
the ratio.
So I talked to Taylor at Sailfish, and she was just like, yeah, why don't you just do it here? Maybe right before August when it's not so hot out. And I was, because one of my friends, like, he showed up to the rooftop party and he was just like, cool. And he called it Closer to the Sun Festival. And then I actually left in the middle of that day and went and swam in his pool for a little bit because I couldn't fucking take it. I'd been there since 7 in the morning.
God, I remember, and I keep bringing up Summer Gill, but man, like she was like,
oh yeah,
she had a really rough time, man.
She was bitching about it. No,
yeah, no,
no, she was fine.
She wrote a letter, an angry letter.
Yeah, she wrote me an angry letter, and she's just like, Zack Jones,
handwritten
piece of shit.
No, but yeah, like my set was following up hers, and so I was off in the wings, and she just looked like she was about to fall out.
She was a champ, and she got her glory picture in the newspapers.
Yeah,
so
she sure did.
She looked like she was enjoying it. So
yeah, I mean,
props to her because
that's so funny. I do remember seeing that photo.
Yeah, I played 3 songs, and I was just like, whoever booked this is a sick person,
dude. It was the sun was so bright and it was so hot. And I don't even think I told you this, but like I tuned my guitar, but I had hit like the modulation button on my tuner, so I actually played like a half step higher than I was prepared for. So like I hit the first note and I was so thrown off, because like. And Jonathan Mark, I love him.
He'll be doing sound at the Christmas party.
Awesome. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
But like I just wasn't used to I'm an in-ear monitor guy. And
I've never used those.
I love them, dude. And so like when I listen to wedges now, like it's so unusual. So that threw me off. My guitar was completely tuned to a different key. And I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my God. And it was so hot, but I had a great time, man. And it was like, again, it was great to see other artists and what they do. Chris Springer kicking off the show.
Yeah.
It was awesome, man. Like,
I really enjoyed it.
I'm gonna get with you before you take off.
Yeah,
and
I know it's the last Sunday of June.
Okay.
And then of course I still got to. I put it in there today. Like, the beginning of the year's coming up, so now's usually my time to talk to the venues and be like, "Hey, are we still doing St. Patrick's Day? Are we?"
Yeah.
And then like some of the managers at the venues are like, "Why are we talking about this now?" I'm like, "You have no idea."
Right. Yeah, you gotta
need to figure this
logistics,
out now.
Man. Logistics are a real thing. It's so simple. Like people have multiple meetings just on how's this all gonna work. So
yeah, absolutely. Speaking of, so February is the Power Month.
The Power Month.
The Power Month.
All right.
So I have Tea Leaf Festival the first weekend of February. Gravel Kings is playing, but I just signed on to help run the marketing and a lot of the stuff for the festival.
Because that's a big show. Because you guys have some legends playing.
Yeah.
Rodney Atkins. I grew up listening to him.
Yeah.
If you guys are country music fans out there, and also Jared Neiman, who's
I actually like him a lot.
He's a heavy hitter right now, top 40 country radio.
Yeah,
so like that's going to be a big festival. Just on draw from those guys. Yeah. And of course Gravel Kings, amazing local draw.
I had to throw myself on it. Well, I was just like, okay, what folky band around here draws pretty good?
I was thinking Mumford & Son.
Yeah.
Or the Lumineers, but they're all booked up.
I reached out to them first, and they answered their phones. They're like, "Oh, sorry, we're at the Bourgeois. We can't talk right now." Just completely ignored me. So I was like, "Well, I'll get the Gravel Kings to come in. I'm sure they'll say yes." And then we have Bethany Lynn playing and Paleface, which they're great. They played at my wedding, and
no kidding,
they're so good.
That's awesome.
The singer used to be his name is legally Paleface, I believe. No one knows his real name.
No, you gotta love that kind of anonymity. Like.
Yeah, I really like it. But he used to be roommates with Beck.
No kidding.
Yeah, and he just does these circuits all over wherever he can get some shows, and they come down usually February, and then they kind of come down like a little bit earlier in the year as well. So. Yeah, it's just I'm super stoked. Like that's just a great lineup. Like for me to like go, like the first 3 acts are amazing. Bethany Lynn has just she's got some really good songs she's writing, and that girl is. I don't know if you've got a chance.
Okay, I haven't, but
you should have her on the show like after I leave here tonight. Like,
all right,
she
just come immediately over tonight, and we should just do this all over again.
She should start driving here immediately.
Bethany Lynn, get your ass over
here now. She's great. I think her dad makes guitars too. Yeah, so I think she's probably just got like a bunch of guitars, and then she's
God.
got an amazing Nashville voice.
Yeah.
And I think she's from Jersey or something. So that doesn't make any sense. And then she is phenomenal. She's one of the new musicians around here that I've been like, what?
No kidding. I've not. I haven't even heard her name until you just mentioned it.
Yeah.
I think I saw it on the event for the TLE festival. But I'll have to check her out.
Yeah.
She's on Facebook and all that other stuff.
She's got the stuff.
Nice. Well, that is that event. The TLE festival is Saturday, February 1st, 2020. I know it's a little far off, but go ahead and put it on your Google Calendar right now.
Yeah.
It's at the Causeway Cove Marina in Fort Pierce.
Yeah.
Which is actually becoming a pretty cool popping festival spot. It's got a great location. And I see a lot of things going on there, which is cool.
This will be my first festival that I'll be working behind the scenes on, and I haven't actually been on site since they've done all the changes, but
yeah,
I'm
I pass it all the time, and I'm just like, that's awesome.
Every time I pass it, it's dark out, and I'm like, looks the same to me. Just keep driving, and I spit out the window.
Yeah, get out of here.
Get out of here, kid. And then the weekend after that, I actually have Arts Fest in Stewart, so that's another festival I work on.
Oh yeah, that's a big one. Yeah.
So and then 2 weeks after that, I've got Groovin' and Tastin' on the rooftop in Fort Pierce, which should be a lot nicer than the summertime.
No joke.
But it was funny because I was making a joke with my wife the entire time we were planning a wedding. Mostly she was planning the wedding.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm just like,
we by proxy.
Yeah, it was funny. I was like, I was sitting there barely doing anything, and I'm like, geez, I'd rather plan 3 festivals in 1 month and.
This is so hard.
And then just like everything happened to fall in February this year, so I'm like, now I got to do 3.
Yeah, so you fished your wish, man.
I can't bitch about it now. So.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah. I'm very excited to follow those things, and I always do enjoy all the things that you put on in Snorkel Corn.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I need to get out and see Gravel Kings one of these days again. First time I saw you guys was I think it was a St. Patty's Day years ago at Applebee's.
Fuck yeah, that was a great show.
Yeah, man, and it was ages ago, and it was because I might have gotten thrown at a shindig. This is before I was even playing around town. I had just finished cruise ships, so I had a bunch of cruise ship money, and I was just getting drunk everywhere.
Yeah, do it.
So me and my brother was living not vicariously, he was reliving his youth with me.
Most people have only gone to Gravel King shows because they got kicked out of somewhere else, so that's fine.
So I'm in that number. I'm in good company.
Yeah. So far, everything's adding up. No, we've tried to replicate that St. Patrick's Day party at freaking Applebee's.
Yeah.
3 years in a row after that, and we just kept let's just lower the budget, and it's just the first year, we blew it out of the, to think that there would be a huge show at fucking Applebee's at Port St. Lucie, but that thing was packed. I can't believe you were there.
Yeah, I was there. I don't know if I stayed. Like I said, I was pretty hammered, and probably in a bad mood because I had just gotten kicked out of the biggest St. Patty's Day party in Port St. Lucie.
See, I couldn't do. I've never been to shindigs on St. Patrick's Day.
It's fun, and
I don't think I could do it.
The people that own Shindig are good friends of mine, and they put on a really good party. But it's not them; it's the people that show up. You know,
everybody's trying to get rowdy.
So crazy that it's not fun anymore. So I would go at 11 in the morning. And they do a full Irish breakfast, and they got Irish music playing, live Irish music, and it's good.
That's probably the best way to do it is go early in the morning, get the Irish breakfast, go home, take a nap, and then go back out and be like, I'm better than all these people, and then not get into a fight in the parking lot wearing only a tank top.
See, I just stayed the whole time. Well, $350 tab later.
Yeah, oh, Jesus. You really were spending that cruise money.
Take this party to Applebee's. Somebody says there's a great band up there.
We did that night. No, it was super fun. That was actually a really fun show for it being Gravel Kings at Applebee's.
Yeah, and it was the first, and I think it might have been the only time I've seen you guys. But, yep, one of these days I'm going to catch another show.
Oh, yeah. Come to the TLE Fest.
Yeah.
Take the night off, buddy.
I might be sick.
Oh, wow.
Sick for the show, for my show.
Oh, okay, all right. You're sick for my show.
Aaron Teams.
Oh, he's there.
He says Applebee's sound guy was the best.
Oh, Jesus. He's being super...
Come back. There we go.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, I won't...
I'm blaming Facebook Live.
Yeah, that's okay. I won't call out... You guys just missed it because of the disconnect. I did totally call out that sound guy by his full name, but I'm not going to do it now.
Yeah. That moment is gone.
There was a glitch, so you guys didn't catch any of that. No, he was great. He did such a good job.
It was like that, huh?
Dude.
Oh no.
Well,
you're gonna have to dish to me when we're off air.
Yeah, I totally will.
So I put it on the blacklist.
Yeah. It wasn't Jonathan Mark.
No.
It was not him.
I can't imagine that it would be him. Yeah. So what'd I say? Jack Hearn just joined. Jack, I got your guitar back here.
Oh, is that Jack's?
That's Jack's guitar.
Okay.
We're gonna have to play it while he's watching.
And Jack's in California?
Jack's in California, so it's like 8 a.m. out there.
I don't think that's right.
It's totally right, man. 8 a.m.
All right.
He says, "Howdy from California. Keep up the good work." All right, Jack, we're gonna bust out the old guitar for you. Oh, look, it's a family reunion on our show. Jordan says, "Greetings, Faja, from Savannah and me."
I don't think my guitar's doing a thing.
Oh no, I got it here.
Oh, okay.
I knew you unplugged it, so there you are. What's your favorite cover song to play when you're doing your solo shows?
It's a bit overdone, but I really like doing Nirvana, "Come As You Are."
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay. I play it a little differently.
Perfect.
I really made it my own. I'm sorry, so it's not going to sound anything like it. But
It's all good.
Yeah.
Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend who hasn't no memory. Take your time, hurry up, choice is yours, don't be late, take a rest. As a friend, as no memory, oh, 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 oh. Come douse the mud, so complete, as I want you to be, as a friend, as a no memory. I swear that I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, I don't have a gun. No, no, I won't. Swear
Nice.
Yeah.
Johnny Ringo from the Code Rum Company just joined us.
Uh-oh.
What up, Johnny Ringo?
Where's my rum?
Yeah, well, get in line, pal.
Yeah.
He said, what's up, fellas? Speaking of, maybe I'll do a little rum song.
Oh, yeah.
First, I got to twirl my mustache.
My mustache.
My mustache. I must ask you a question. So I wrote this song kind of about cruising and that whole culture that comes along with it. And it's really kind of like culminated into one evening of events.
Oh, shit. It's been a fun night.
Yeah, it's kind of like a retro or an introspective. Yeah, I think this was particularly about a night in London. Camden Town, to be precise.
Ah, London.
Foggy little London town. This is actually the title track off of my latest studio record, Once Upon a Bottle of Rum. So here's to you, Johnny Ringo. Where the streets are all empty and the stores are all closed. I've got a rip in my shirt and I'm trying to get home. The money I had was a fool's time to shine. And buy the whole bar around just before closing time. True story. Any good tale I have is worth being told. Started with something in silver or gold. And there are some things that can't be undone. It all happened once upon a bottle of rum. It all happened once upon a bottle of rum. So I sailed off to find what a chest hadn't found. Living my life in my little hometown. So I traveled the world singing songs to get by. Fell in love by the dozens on those hot island nights. And any good tale I have that's worth being told started with something in silver or gold. And there are some things that can't be undone. It all happened once upon a bottle of rum. It all happened once upon a bottle of rum. And I'm old and gray with my kids by my side. And they ask me about all the times of my life. I'll smile and I'll say that the things that I've done all happened once upon a bottle of rum. It all happened once upon a bottle of rum. Yeah. True story, y'all.
True story.
Oh, once upon a bottle of rum. Ain't that right, Johnny Ringo? Johnny Ringo and I go way back, man. way back before the rum days. We were drinking some other Pirates rum back then.
Yeah, I like rum. I like going to the tiki things where all the rum drinks happen, all the tiki events all over Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they. I don't get to go to them as often as I would like, but
Sure.
I love all the rum drinks. They're so fantastic.
Yep.
And they don't make me a dick. Like, whiskey makes me such an asshole.
Dude, you're in good company, man.
Yeah,
It's the
rum
worst.
I can chill.
Yeah, rum for me, the worst part about rum is the next day, man.
Yeah.
It nothing on earth except for Pinot Grigio gives me the hangover that rum gives me these days. And I think it's just the sugar, like it's just the sweet.
Yeah. It's always the sugar.
But man, boy, I can't bounce back like I used to on that. I could drink 100 beers and it bounced right back the next day, but boy, rum drinks, I gotta tone it down. I used to go to a rum fest in Orlando, right on Wall Street.
I've never been to an actual rum fest.
Oh boy, I have been told I've been there, but
but who really knows?
yeah, I remember getting in the gates and 151, very first tent. So you get 151 in a cup, and then you go to the rum punch, and then you go to the and you just start layering this horrible drink, man. And it's gnarly, man. It gets pretty crazy out there.
Yeah.
Might have to go and relive those days. Those were like my cruise ship vacation times.
You know what I missed this year was the Brewfest. Out in Tradition.
Out in Tradition?
I was the week after the wedding, and I was flew.
Oh, that's right.
And
I was gonna say, I thought you were involved in all of that.
I was, and I showed up, and I mean, like, I had let I'd kind of done everything I needed to do.
Sure.
For the festival, so like, I showed up, and like all that was left to do was for me to get some free sample cups and walk around and have a good time, and I gave them to my friends and my wife, and I was like, I left my wife there, and I was just like,
I can't
I'll
do
see you
this.
later. Get a ride home. And then I went home and just went back.
Oh, what a bummer!
I couldn't. Yeah, I was. So
and it was like such a.
There
I
was
mean,
like
that
a
day.
shit ton of beer there.
That day kind of cleared up too. It was like it started out as such kind of a shitty weather day, and like when you're not feeling good, like that's kind of the worst.
It was great, like windbreaker weather though. Like I was just like, fuck, I've been wanting to wear this windbreaker for a year.
The wind never stood a chance.
Yeah, you get like 3. You get 3 days a year in Florida where you can use a windbreaker.
That is true. Oh, hang on. I'm missing some chats here.
Uh-oh.
Well, what happened?
Did anybody angry react to this yet?
Al said, man, I got to learn how to play guitar now.
Yeah, you do.
Johnny Ringo says, have rum, we'll travel. Ringo says, Brad, maybe you should stop after one whole bottle of rum. Hi, Patty.
Hey, Patty.
All right, man, your turn. You're up.
Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, boy. I think I might have to do another cover.
All right.
Just to put this guy out there because I don't feel like enough people listen to it. This is a song by my all-time favorite songwriter, Tim Kasher. He's in a band called Cursive. I play this one a lot at all the gigs, but no one knows, who the guy is. So.
When I'm at my best, I'm at my worst when it's not rehearsed. I don't want to know the goddamn words. I don't want to have to spell it out. I don't want to mumble what I'm trying to say. I wanna scream it from my foaming mouth. Shoot out the lights, and right away. Right. We're at our best when it's from our hips. From our hips we don't give a shit. It just feels good and that's no sin. It's the only way to feel alive. The closest thing to being born again. When baby comes a job well done. Rolling the hay, rolling in the sun. We're at our best when it's from our lips. From our lips we caused a rift, and the world is falling in. From backrooms to barroom brawls. Yeah, our words have formed a death sentence. And I wish that we had never talked, 'cause our hips said it all.
Yes.
Thank you.
Awesome. That's cursive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I have to check them out.
Just got to go see them in Fort Lauderdale a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It was great.
Are they like, I hate to say, I'm going to sound like I'm in a tunnel.
Yeah.
I hate to say big time, but like, are they more like kind of like a indie
Yeah, they're
indie rock or
they're an
indie
band.
artist?
When they play the 500 to 700 people capacity clubs, they usually almost sell it out. When they play at Orlando at the Social, I think that holds 550. They have to do 2 nights in a row because
That's awesome.
it sells out immediately.
That's one of my favorite venues. You ever play the Social?
I have never played there.
I played once
You fucking
many
played. That's my
years ago.
favorite venue, and I've never played there.
I mean, I used to live there, so like I played the Social. I played the back booth when that was a thing.
Oh, I remember the back booth. Holy shit, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
place.
I played Wall Street down there years ago. Yeah, man. Back at like, I used to do the circuit down there. It was fun.
What's the one bar that's underground there?
Tanqueray's?
Tanqueray's.
Yes.
I saw some really good. Oh my God, who the hell? It was some guy, and he was going ape shit with a harmonica, and it was the coolest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I've seen a lot of acts to that place. Tanqueray's is a cool spot, man. I might even get the itch and reach out and try to get a gig down there because it's such a nostalgic room for me personally.
Yeah.
Because I've thrown up in there so many times. And it's the truth. We were actually just out there. Savannah, Jordan's sister, just turned 21. And we were up in Orlando for her birthday, and we introduced her to Tanqueray's. And I was, I feel like now that I'm older, it's such a different vibe. But when I was a kid, man, when I was younger, man, we used to tear it up in that place, man. That place was crazy. The 80s were crazy, man.
They were.
Jack Kern requested a song. You know that Long Hair Country Boy by Charlie Daniels out of D.
I mean, I'll give it my best shot to
this
play
is a
back.
good. This is a good one for slide. I might actually have an actual slide somewhere handy.
Well, let's try to make it a little bit more creative. Let's try one of these liquor bottles here.
There you go. Got to find a glass one though.
Yeah. Is this a glass one?
Yep.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, they don't put scotch in plastic.
Let's see how we do with this guy. get a little more reverb on this guy. That would be.
Oh yeah, yeah. I had it totally turned off.
Yeah, we should be good.
All right, Jack Hearn, here you go.
I'll try my best.
Jack says, "What? Savannah turned 21."
What the hell?
Aaron says, "Voice of an angel." That's for you.
People say I'm no good, crazy as a loon. As I get stoned in the morning, I get drunk in the afternoon. Kinda like my home blue jig out, I like to lay around in the shade. I ain't got no money, but I damn sure got it made. 'Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own. If you don't like the way I'm living, you just need a strong hair country boy alone. The preacher man talking on the TV, putting down rock and roll. Said he wants me to send a donation, 'cause he's worried about my soul. He said Jesus spawned on the water, well, I know that is true. Now the old preacher man like to do a little walking too. 'Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own. Oh, you don't like the way I'm living, you just need a strong hair country boy alone. Poor girl wants to marry, and a rich girl wants to flirt. A rich man goes to college, and a poor man goes to work. A drunkard wants another drink of wine, and a politician wants a vote. I don't want much of nothing at all, but I will have another toast. 'Cause I ain't asking nobody for nothing. I can't get it on my own. Oh, you don't like the way I'm living, just be the strong hair country boy alone. Oh, you don't like the way I'm living, just be the strong hair country boy alone.
Yeah, a little bottle works good.
Yeah, it does.
Even better because it's got some really good scotch in it.
Yeah, that's probably what makes it work so well.
Yeah, it's what gives it that tone, you know.
All right, what else we got?
I don't know. Where's my cue card at?
Oh.
Al stole it.
Al stole the fucking cue card.
Yeah, maybe just a couple things. Just kind of like random interview questions.
Yeah. Favorite color?
Yeah, what's your favorite color? We're not on a date, Zach.
Yeah. Is that what you ask on a date? You don't do that.
Every time. First question. Not even how are you? Just straight up walk up. What's your favorite color? Ask Jordan. She'll tell you. So I have to know, on two accounts. Where did the name Gravel Kings come from?
Oh, I already know what the second question is. Gravel Kings, our drummer at the time, Johnny, I'm pretty sure it was a 3-piece at the time. And we were drinking after playing some songs, and we were trying to think of a name. And I'm pretty sure he said Gavel Kings. And, well, we were pretty sure he said Gravel Kings. So we were like, Gravel Kings it is. But he was like, no, I'm pretty sure I said Gavel Kings. And we're just like, well, it's already done.
Which works good for the courtroom sessions that you guys do from time to time.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. So where did he just came out of his brain? Gavel Kings.
Yeah, he just said Gavel Kings, and then we were like, "Cool, Gravel Kings." He's like, "Nope," and we were like, "Yep."
I feel like when I was in like high school, I'd like joined a little like stupid high school band, and one guy. We were like thinking of a name to come up with this stupid band, and he said Power Trip, and I was like, Power Strip?
Power Strip.
So we went as Power Strip for a while.
Oh, there you go.
And we were just a terrible like 90s cover band.
Hell yeah.
Awesome.
That's what you should call a 90s cover band, Power Strip.
And question number 2.
Snorkel corn.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So later in the Gravel King story, in the saga, we were all very high, driving to New York or back from New York, I think. I don't know.
Very opposite trips, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they are very opposite, actually. So I don't understand how we never go back the way that we came.
It's always a different route.
Yeah. We were driving, and we were thinking how funny it would be if we had a CB radio name. Because, we're just on the road with truckers all day.
Sure,
just kind of
yeah.
like looking over. And so me and the bass player at the time, James, we were just sitting back there and just kind of making up. Everybody was kind of throwing out like what their CB radio name was, and then he was just like, "Oh, this is Snorkel corn, come back," and we all lost it, like tears in our eyes, crying, laughing. It was hysterical, and that was
and
pretty
it
much
stuck.
It. Yeah, it stuck. We're on our way back from I think it was New York or somewhere, I don't remember. And then when we got back, I got it tattooed on me.
What?
Yeah. And,
no.
Then I had to get an LLC and call the entertainment company something. And,
you had to make that tattoo worthwhile.
Well, no, I got all that. All this is all Gravel King stuff.
Awesome.
It's all song titles or certain meaning for the band. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, I was just like, all right, well, I'm again high one day trying to think of like what I'm gonna file the LLC under. Because I had to do. It was just.
And it came up again.
Yeah, and I was actually like sitting like this in the front yard at the place I used to live at, and I'm just like, no, what am I gonna do? And I look over, and he's right here.
No,
okay. It's big. I don't even know if you could see it, but.
Oh no! Yeah, there he is. There. Oh shit!
And so I was like, all right, Snorkel corn it is. So.
That's crazy. No, that's. I mean, I guess if I had to imagine how that story would come about, like that's pretty spot on.
Yeah, I wish I could make it darker, like a horror movie. Like, this corn came to life once.
And remember the children of the corn.
Yeah. We were like
from the creators of Children of the Corn.
Snorkel corn.
The Snorkel corn.
He followed us into the water. I don't know how that would.
Yes. Oh, I do have to say, Snorkel corn, it is an earworm.
Yeah, it is. And the character, oh yeah. Lend us your ears. We've heard all the ear jokes.
Yeah. I got to come up with some new ones.
Yeah. The character, Joey actually ended up drawing him because he tattooed it on me. So I was just like, that looks just like a Snorkel corn would look or something.
Yeah.
And then he got the logo back to me, and it's been through so many different phases. It's funny, like seeing the very first logo he drew for me to put on a business card. It looks like the first episode of South Park.
Yeah.
And then what we have now looks
like
the current season of South Park. It's just like, wow, I don't know, it keeps updating, and it's really cool to see all the changes that he's made in it.
All kind of goes through a metamorphosis, and evolves just like we do, like we just evolve musically, business-wise, artistically.
Yeah.
That's That's awesome, man. And
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
I'm
it's
so
super cool.
I wish we had more opportunities to hang out. Where like it's one of the main reasons why I started doing this particular show is to kind of kidnap you guys for a couple hours.
Yeah,
and pick your brains and jam out and introduce you to my friends and my people that tune in to watch and hopefully share with their friends, which most of them do. So like, with you, starting with you, you're the very first, with the exception of Jeff Farshedian, who was hosting with me a little bit at the Dirty River Jam thing, which was super cool. That was kind of a cool like open mic night because Stephen D. Hunt came out and played a few songs.
Love Steven.
And 10,000 Hours, they closed out that little that stream, which was awesome. That got like 5,000 views. Was shared by Bull Sugar.
Okay, cool. Right.
So they picked it up and shared it, which was very cool. And it was a very cool event. It was very successful. They raised a lot of money for Friends of the Everglades, which was awesome. But yeah, so anytime we can get a little tread with the show and get more eyeballs on it.
Absolutely.
And
gotta have Bethany Lynn on.
Gotta have Bethany Lynn. Gotta get her on.
Get the little things too. They're fun.
Yeah, I need to reach out to. Well, I'm gonna create a partnership with you right now while we're talking.
Can I produce the show?
Please, I need somebody to produce the goddamn thing. Like I don't even know what to do. Like sometimes when I'm in here by myself, like I'll be like right at the tail end of a 2-hour show by myself, and I gotta pee so bad.
Dude, I have to pee so bad. That's why I'm spinning in this chair.
You could go pee.
I didn't want to leave the show.
See, there's two of us. We could hold down the fort for each other.
Because this entire thing's in my stomach right now.
Well, listen, if you gotta go pee,
I gotta go pee.
All right, I'm gonna play a song, and then when you come back, I'm gonna go pee, and then we'll close out the night.
All right, fantastic.
We'll close out the night on empty bladders,
Yes.
All right, you guys. Zach will be right back. And in the meantime, you're stuck with me. Check. 1, 2. But what to play? What to play? It's a little song that I wrote about loving somebody who just doesn't love you back the same way. I'm sure we've all been through that once or twice. Hopefully not more than that. Yeah, Danny, welcome to the stream. Get that guitar out. Hey, this is a tragic situation. Loving blind, loving blind, but she don't see it. I climb the mountains, put the signs up, everything. She brushes by me, lies, it does, I feel the thing go. This one-sided attraction is so cold. I can't feel my heartbeat anymore. It's amazing that after all this time, your eyes still have not met mine. Oh. Danny, this is a PG-13 show, so you're gonna have to keep those racy comments down to a minimum. I'm just kidding. Rated R. There's a slight misunderstanding, and by mistaken, where she taking? One more steps toward me, feels like forever.
Push me to my side. I feel the cold wind blow and she asks me for a light. Oh, this one-sided attraction is so cold. I can't feel my heartbeat anymore. It's amazing that after all this time, your eyes still have not been mine. Oh, fingertips wrap around the glass and bring it to her lips. Just a subtle observation. Wish she would say one time about your place or mine. I would be fine. Oh, this one-sided attraction is so cold. I can't feel my heartbeat anymore. It's amazing that after all this time, your eyes still have not been mine. Oh, this one-sided attraction is so cold. I can't feel my heartbeat anymore. It's amazing that after all this time, your eyes still have not been mine. Yeah. All right, Zach. It's all on you now. I gotta go.
Boy.
It's time for pee-pee.
It's time for pee-pee. That's the one thing I always thought I would say right before I played a song live on the internet.
Live on the internet.
Live on the interwebs.
Okay. Take it away.
So this one is just a shit-talking song I wrote about Brad. Just joking. All right. I don't even know what the hell I'm going to play, and I'm alone in the room. I'm going to play Dead Men. The song's called Dead Men.
I got these dead men on my skin. I try my best to let them in on every secret. Throw my life against the wall. See what sticks, I see what falls into a greater truth. I wanna leave, I wanna feel it, even if that means dreams aren't what they seem. I got a plan, I've got a reason. So leave this all behind to do it one more time before I'm gone. October brought some bitter days. It's hard to sleep having a feeling. Open up all of the walls, let it out into the world, like we've been doing. I wanna leave, yeah, I wanna feel it, even if that means dreams aren't what they seem. I've got a reason to leave this all behind. Do it one more time before I'm gone. Got these dead men on my skin. I try my best to let them in on every secret.
And on G, big finish.
Big ukulele finish.
Yes.
Ooh,
you
that's
gotta
a
have it. You gotta have it.
You know, I was peeing.
I feel so much better. I don't know about you.
Oh my god, I could go another 2 hours.
Yeah.
That song I played on, not on repeat, but I heard it and then I played it again today.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was like, this is a great tune.
I like that song.
Well,
Well.
we are at the witching hour, you guys. Does anybody have any questions for Zach? Still, you guys are still hanging in there.
I'm just joking.
Super personal. Make it super personal.
Yeah.
And
Nobody's asking
and
what
uncomfortable.
my favorite color is.
I don't know if you saw the comment. Danny said she finally gets to jam with us. She said, and I kind of said, like, get that guitar out and play. She's like, it's out and it's getting fingered properly.
Oh wow. Okay. Fantastic. Thank you,
Yeah.
Danny.
It's good. It's good to get fingered properly.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guys. Oh, look, Iris. She said, what are you bringing for dinner?
Ooh.
Oh, husband duties never, ever
Yeah, they
end,
never
dude.
do.
Gosh, she could find you anywhere. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yeah, what are you bringing me for dinner?
You know, I really, it's definitely, I can't get Tavola now. I was like, I had it in my head that I was gonna go pick up a pizza from Tavola today,
Oh, no.
and then I was on my way here, and I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work out.
We should have just called and had it delivered.
They won't deliver this far.
What?
Yeah,
I mean, I guess it is kind of a hike.
it's a bit of a hike. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna stop. For
We should have
dinner.
sent one of the interns out for a pizza run.
Yeah. Shit.
Yes, all the interns that I have here around. By intern, I mean Jordan.
Yeah.
Out there on the couch knitting.
Pasta night was last night, so I don't even think pizza would be a good idea. I think it's too late to order Thai.
Yeah.
There's a Ninja Thai place on Prima Vista that's amazing.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're not ninjas. They might be. I don't know.
Yeah, you never know what they do after
I just
hours.
know Ninja is in the title of them.
Ninja
Yeah.
Thai.
Yeah.
I love Thai food. Don't
Yeah.
get me twisted, man. I don't even know. I'm not even sure what I'm doing for dinner. She already ate.
Let's all go out.
Let's go rage. Probably wind up at Miller's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
This is not a Miller's plug, by the way. I just love Zinger so much.
Hey, I actually took her mom to Miller's, and she loves the chicken sandwich there. She will not stop talking about the chicken
the
sandwich.
buffalo one, the big red.
Yeah.
It's my favorite sandwich probably on earth currently.
I've got to try this thing.
Lie. That's a lie. It's definitely the best chicken sandwich in the area right now. It's so good. It's like the worst things for you. It's a big chicken breast, oversized. The bun's like this big. The chicken's this big, loaded with cheese and Frank's Red Hot.
And we waste our friggin' time at Popeyes.
Right? The best sandwich I've ever had on earth. There's this little tea house in Orlando, downtown Orlando, called Pom Poms. And they make this sandwich called Mama Ling Ling's Thanksgiving Dinner. And it's
sounds
like,
amazing.
bro, it's like sourdough bread, turkey, mashed potatoes, cream cheese, cranberry sauce. And and then they put like some hot gravy on the side to dip it in. No, I'm actually going up.
Why are you doing this to me right now? I'm so hungry.
Bro, because I haven't eaten since like 1 o'clock this afternoon.
And you're telling me about a restaurant that none of us will be able to
that we'll
go
never
to.
be able to get to. Well, I'm going up there to this weekend, so
Hell yeah.
I might have to get my hands on it. But seriously, guys, thank you so much for tuning in all night. You guys are amazing every single time. I really appreciate all the shares and the likes.
Jazz hands.
Yeah, jazz hands for sure. Thank you, Zack Jones.
Thank you for having me, Brad.
for coming on. Next
appreciate
week
it.
we have Victoria Lee. Next Wednesday, she's gonna come on and jam out, and we'll talk to her about all kinds of stuff. She will also be at the very Snorkel Christmas event on the 17th, Tuesday the 17th at Blue Door in downtown Stewart. So put that on your calendars. Come out and hang out with us. Drink some cocoa.
Yeah, some cocoa. They got coffee there. I've actually had one of their ham sandwiches today.
What?
Delicious. They have water, and they have a pretty
High
good
quality H2O.
high quality H2O, and they also have beer. So and they have wine. I don't think you're gonna lose. It's always packed there for the Christmas thing.
Well, that's good.
So.
Yeah, like I said, man, I had mentioned before, like I'm so disappointed that I missed out on the first couple of years, but thank you for inviting me. I'm glad that it worked out, and I'm definitely going to be there. I'm excited to see all the familiar faces that I missed out on.
That's the main reason why we do it. I feel like we should have a quarterly party at least to where we can all hang out and jam. So we're actually, I believe we're working with Gilbert's Coffee Bar to do a fall event for 2020. Like an early October fall thing. So what I'm trying to do is seasonal. So we would do spring thing. Spring and fall need to be added, but we've got the winter and the summer events already down, and they're doing well. So we'll keep
good.
Doing those. Yep.
Good, yeah, man. Definitely keep me in the loop, man. I love working with you. I love the events that you put on. They're always super fun.
Thanks,
and
man.
high quality entertainment. So if you invite me, you're just bringing it down just a little bit, the whole quality of the event.
Oh, stop.
But no, I'm excited to see Jonathan Mark at the Christmas event too. He tunes in sometimes. Sometimes I see him pop through. He moonlights through the stream. I didn't see him tonight, but that's all right because I had all of y'all in there to keep us company. Thank you so much, you guys. Hey, be good. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Bundle up. Don't catch a cold. Zack Jones, thank you again. You guys have a good night.
Shout out to Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
inside the walls that make up what you are. I'm such a ghost within your name and in your place of time. Guess that's the way of you, Buffalo. I've seen the way your eyes move out across the sea. I've seen the way you fall apart when you're with me. I've seen the way your eyes move out across the sea. I've seen the way you fall apart when you're with me. Out all night with the friends and faces. They tell me I'm capable of going places, but I'm still here in the same old bar, just trucking along with the same old heart. ways to go. The night is young and the songs are short. That's how we are. The lights are dim and the drinks are poured. That's how it goes. We'd rather spend the summer alone, caught up in another downtown. We'd rather spin the ceiling alone, caught up in another background. And we have never felt more alive. It's way too late to stop this. This thing is going on. We've all called out tomorrow. Doesn't feel wrong. The night is booked and the pay is small. That's how we are. The lights have broken and we've all gone home. That's how it goes. We'd rather spend the summer alone, caught up in another downtown. We'd rather spin the ceiling alone, caught up in another background. And we have never felt more alive. And we have never felt more alive. Summer skin and winter's in would have made more sense. You took your time to find divide, all at your expense. I'm not satisfied with living here alone. I'm still worth a damn to someone else at home. So count back the years, sip on Kentucky wine. Call me lazy, you call me crazy, just 'cause I'm sleeping in. I get no rest or things off my chest, 'cause you won't let it in. I'm not satisfied with living here alone. I'm still worth a damn to someone else at home. So count back the years, sip on Kentucky wine. Kentucky wine. Please stand by the fountain of youth. Be my only friend. We're packing our bags, we're not going back. To that place we call home, home, home. And how you blend that lead and arrows and maps to God knows where. I swear on the world, you are the band. I swear on the island that you're in the end. All across town, we still hear the sound of all those cannons in the wind. Not really good at stopping the time. At least your eyes could slow